One of the most common things I hear from aspiring writers is, I want to write a book, but I honestly don't know where to start. Now, first of all, that is incredibly normal because most people think books begin with certainty. They think that authors sit down with a perfect idea, a complete plan, confidence, motivation, and a crystal clear understanding of what they're actually doing. But in reality, that's not how most books begin. Most books begin with fragments. It might be a scene, might be a memory, a particular character or person that you want to write about. Could be a question, could be just a feeling that you can't quite shake. And sometimes it's just a persistent thought, I think there's a book in me somewhere. So for me, one of my books started with this really compelling thought that I wanted to write about my breast cancer experience. Now, there are literally thousands of breast cancer memoirs out there, so what was stopping me was that I didn't just want my book to be another one of them. I didn't want to write a diary about treatment or appointments of all the practical medical side of things, and I didn't want to write about my journey or the process that I went through. What I kept coming back to was this idea that as terrifying as breast cancer was, that year completely changed me as a person. Now, I'd spent most of my life being a yes person, saying yes to everything, carrying everything, pushing myself constantly. But afterwards, I realized that I actually wanted to live differently. Now, what it really came down to when I'd unpacked it all and kept asking myself, but why, was that I was grateful for having had breast cancer. I know, right? Shock. How could I say that? That was my starting point because I actually was saying that. Now, I didn't have a full outline when I started. I had no chapter plans. I didn't even have a clear structure. I just had this really strong emotional truth that I knew I wanted to explore. And that's what I think people often misunderstand about beginning a book. You do not need to know the whole thing yet. You just need enough to begin exploring and unraveling. So here's what I want you to do after this video, or during if you want to pause. So number one, open your notebook, and I always advocate for handwriting at this stage if you can. So open that notebook and write down the idea, the memory, the question, or the experience that keeps pulling at you. Okay. Second thing, once you've done that, write one paragraph and answer this question. What do I think this book might really be about underneath the surface? This is not the plot. This isn't the blurb. What is the deeper thing sitting underneath it all? Now, to help you with that, each time you answer the question, embrace your inner toddler and keep asking, but why? Just keep asking and asking that until you actually have it. Number three, write one scene, one moment, or one memory that you can really clearly see. Don't worry about whether it's good or not. Don't edit while you write. Just get it out onto the page. Now, once you've done those three things, your next step is simple. I say simple, but anyway, look back over what you've written and ask yourself, what keeps showing up here? Write that down, that thing, in really big letters at the top of your page. And now you've actually made a start.